In this video we're going to look at the Zener diode. So Zener diodes come in different voltages. So I have this kit here I bought a long time ago. 22 volts is on the top, and most of them I think are quite a bit lower value, and then some higher value. But in any case, each one of these baggies is a different value. And so you select the value you want, you use it reverse bias. And so that value that you got, you need the power supply voltage above that, and you need a resistor to limit current. Exact value depends on how much current the signal will need for one thing. But in any case, I think 1K works pretty well most of the time. But in any case, every diode, well, it's reverse bias. That's the direction where it's wired to not conduct. The Zener diode, though, once you reach that voltage, I have a 3-volt Zener on the board right now. You get above about 3 volts approximately, it will start conducting. The lower value Zeners are less reliable than the higher values. So it's actually going to start conducting at lower value and build up a voltage as current builds up. But in any case, it builds up a voltage there. It's best to use it as signal. You can have a light load though or something. But in any case, that's really about it for the basic properties of the Zener diode. So let's just look at them on the board really quick. So now here we are with the 3-volt Zener diode. Right there you can see the cathode, right there, the black stripe. This is a glass body, it's clear. There's a little orange body underneath there though. Usually it's like orange or red, and there's a little metal band you can see when you get close enough. I can't find my loop right now though, so we won't worry about that. But in any case, cathodes to the resistor, resistors to the positive side. The anode, the side without the band, is to the negative supply. So this is reverse bias. It's the direction that it is made to not conduct easily. But with the Zener diode, again, as I said, it does conduct at a Zener voltage. So this is a 3-volt Zener. We're at the power supply right now. I have it set to 4 volts. We come over to that point there, and you can see it's about 2.6 volts. Falling a little short, but it's a 3-volt Zener. They are not as stable with voltage changes as the higher values. So what we're going to do, we'll zoom back and we'll look at where we get what we get when we go to 5. And there you can see it's higher, 2.7. Let's go to 6. And I believe it's best for me to go to 7 volts or above to get 3. So there we go. We got 2.8. Let's go to a 7. And so there we got 3 volts, pretty much spot on. And I think when we go to 8, it'll also be 3 volts, pretty much spot on. And right there, you can see it held pretty good. Went up a tad bit, but held pretty good. And so as more current goes through it, it goes up a little bit. Now we'll grab another one. So I think this is the 5.1. So again, I'm just putting it reverse bias, and we will check the voltage of that one. And yeah, pretty sure that's the 5.1, and we can just go up to 12 now. I have a 1 kilo ohm resistor, so 12 volts should be okay. The Zener diode is dropping, so you can see with all that voltage rise, we have about 5.1 volts. So it's more stable than the 3 volt, but still changes a little bit. So that was the 5.1. I also got a 5.6 and a 9.1 volt Zener diode right here. And if you don't know the value, this is how you can test what the value is right there. So there we go, 5.6. And finally, we'll just do the 9 volt. So if you want a fixed voltage even as the supply voltage changes, Zener diode works really well. And there's 9.1. So that's what it's rated for, 9.1. And so not perfectly spot on. Since it is dropping about 9 volts, blocking that, and we don't have a load or anything, we can not do that. Yeah, let's keep current there. I think it would be safe to go up to 18 volts. Meant to go to 19, but that's enough. We increased it a lot, and you can see that it's still 9 volts, just a speck different, even at that high voltage. So let's get this back down. So you have to be careful with 18 volts. A lot of components get way too hot at that. Let's just go to 5 and call it an end of a day right there. So that's the Zener diode. I hope you could see those voltages at all times. I was reading them off. But in any case, we're going to end the video there. Make sure you check out one of the other ones that I'm posting. Click like, subscribe, the bell, all that. Donate to Patreon if you can. That helps out the most. I put links down in the description to everything. Checking out any of those links is helpful. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.